Hello, beautiful ladies from all over the world. I'm happy that you're back and tuning in with me today. The topic of today is how to stop chasing love and finally receive love easily and effortlessly. If you're somebody who feels like I have to chase people and I do so much, but nobody loves me and nobody is there for me and nobody supports me and nobody spoils me, even though I do so much and I give so much and I do so much for other people, why is nobody doing it back for me? Then this video is for you, and I 100% feel you. And I want to say this in the beginning of the video. You have the power to change the narrative in your life. You're not a victim, and you can change it, because everything that is happening in your life, in your reality, is based upon you, upon what you believe to be true about yourself and about your life and how life is going for you. And you gotta make a decision that you're unavailable for this and that you choose a different reality, because you subconsciously created this situation over and over. Let me tell you something. I used to chase unavailable men like crazy. I can actually not remember that a guy that I was interested in was not emotionally unavailable. And it was so my pattern that I thought this is normal and this is love. And this actually continued when I was still in kindergarten and elementary school, and my first love, 13 years old. I was always the one chasing an unavailable boy at this time, and then when I grew up, man. So why is that? I was so used to chasing people because I was not available to be loved, because there were so many people and so many men being interested in me. And I was always thinking, why are only creeps interested in me? All the men I like, they're not interested in me. And the men who like me, they're weird and I don't want them. And someday I just realized that the men who are interested in me are not creepy. I just don't like them because they're interested in me. And I like people who are not interested in me. And I was like, that is interesting. What does it have to say about myself? So this was really if you're in it and you're chasing this guy and you think, when I get this guy, I will finally feel good. And honestly, for me, it kind of felt like I'm always dying a little bit if this person doesn't respond. And I even had this pattern with girlfriends, especially one girlfriend who was so avoidant and so emotionally unavailable that our female friendship was such a I chase you and you run away, that I thought about if I get am I getting gay? For real, am I getting gay? Because it is up and down, and this chasing may feel like love, but it's only a roller coaster of emotions, and this is not love. And why do you have this? We have to look into attachment styles. If you're not familiar with attachment style, I highly recommend the book Attached by Dr. Amir Levine. It is great and it has everything you need. Attachment styles is the way you're attached to another person, and it's based upon the way you're attached to your first caregivers, which is most of the time your parents. So my attachment to my caregivers was fearful, avoidant. I really craved the love and intimacy of my parents, but I was also very fearful of them. And you might have an anxious attachment style or just an avoidant attachment style. Fearful avoidant is a combination of both. You want something, but you also are so scared of the thing you want. And this brings so many difficulties in your life, because the way you're attached to your parents, you're going to attach to your teachers, you're going to attach to your friends, and your relationships, with money, with opportunities. You will attach with your boss, with everybody in this way. And that's why you gotta heal your attachment style, and so many other things and problems will automatically fall away. So I looked into it, like, why am I chasing this unavailable man, and why do I feel like nobody loves me? Actually, when I was 17, I ran away from home and I lived 6 months away from my parents, and I was like convinced nobody loves me, everybody hates me. I used to not talk to people sometimes because I'm like, sure, everybody hates me. My neighbor, like one time I like closed the door too loud and he was like really mad about it. And from that day on, I like always looked when I saw him out of the door, that I waited for like 5 minutes inside and then only go outside when he wasn't there, because I was like convinced now he hates me. And this is the way I lived. So I always hide because I thought everybody hates me, nobody loves me, and I was like really feeling alone. But I was also isolating myself, so I stayed a lot in my room, even though I love people. I'm like a people person, I'm really extroverted. I stayed a lot in my room because I was like protecting myself from being hurt and from the danger outside of myself, outside in the world and the people, because I thought that people are very dangerous, and it took me a lot of years to actually realize that people are not that dangerous, because the way I grew up was that my caregivers were a source of danger for me sometimes, actually a lot of times, and I thought that everybody is a source of danger for me. So I was seeking people who couldn't love me, because this was my pattern. I was trying and working hard to be loved. I was overgiving. I was making man gifts, guys. Not guys, girls. Never do that. Like, don't go overboard to like give to a man and impress them, because a man is there to impress you and being impressed by you, not the other way around. I was giving men like gifts. I was like writing long, like kind love letters or like words. I was like so obsessed with them, and I was calling them, I was writing them, or I didn't do any of that. Like it's called protest behavior. I was like, I really wanted to like meet him, but I act like I'm busy and I don't have time because like, I don't know, that makes me more desirable. So I suppressed my actual needs of wanting to be heard, loved, and cared for, and acted like I don't care, I don't need you, because I thought this is what makes me like cool and desirable. But it is not. Like, expressing your true authentic needs make people feel attracted to you that are secure, because you're attracted to avoidant people by acting like you don't have needs, because that's what avoidant people really like, people without needs. And when you say, oh, I want to meet you, I want to do this, I want to do this, then you're communicating your needs, and you can see if the other person is responsive and is secure attached, or the other person is dismissive of your needs, and you should run. Like, this is not for you. So this is what I really want to encourage you to look into your attachment style, because this is probably why you're chasing unavailable people. And yes, the other thing is raise your self-worth. I have said it so many times, and I will say it again and again and again. Raising your self-worth means raising the quality of your life and your ability to receive. Because I subconsciously thought that I am not worthy of love, and the way that I am isn't good enough, and I have to work to be loved. And I couldn't receive love. I couldn't receive compliments. People who loved me, I pushed them away. I isolated myself. I couldn't answer to nice and available people on WhatsApp. I blocked people actually who liked me. I did so many things subconsciously to make people who love me and push love out of my life, and then I'm sad that nobody loves me. So you gotta look at the beliefs, Do you 100% feel worthy? Do you feel worthy of love? Do you feel comfortable with being loved? I always had this belief like, I don't want to be loved. Like, I got the ick from people who like me. And this shouldn't be like your program. Your program should be, I am worthy of love. I'm a lovable person. I'm amazing. And I'm just a beautiful, gorgeous woman that is deserving of love, kindness, princess treatment, who gets spoiled, who gets so much affection and love and care, because this is what you want consciously. So you need to reprogram yourself, and then you automatically will stop chasing unavailable people. So I had huge abandonment issues, so I really had a fear of losing people, and it was so bad that when I had a conversation with somebody and the person sat next to me and she wanted to go to the toilet, or he wanted to go to the toilet, I was like scared that they won't come back, and I used to like talk more in order for them to stay, and it was also like this bad that if somebody sat next to me and it was like this far away next to me, I like needed to touch them to know in my brain that they're available to me and that they're in my life. And if they were not physically in front of me, I thought that they abandoned me and that I'm alone. So this might also be a root of your anxiousness and your fear of like being abandoned will make you like attract people who can abandon you. Because security, available, and consistency is not the norm. And some people say that they get bored out by people who are so kind and available, and this is because your nervous system doesn't feel safe with somebody who loves you and who's there available, even though this is actually what you crave. So it's not about doing more, working harder in order to be loved. It is reprogramming your subconscious mind to feel worthy to receive love and to feel good enough to be loved, and to raise your capacity of being loved, because this is what you want. And this will then automatically transfer to other areas of life, such as money, such as so many other things, health, whatever. You're worthy to receive. And when I started to do this, I don't care if somebody isn't available anymore, because I don't know, I don't get triggered by it. If somebody isn't available, then I just let them go, because there's so many people available to me now. I like let go of the fear of rejection, because I know that I'm loved for who I am, and people love and adore me. I'm so much more confident to like speak to my family members, to go to my friends and ask them, should we do this, because I never did this, because I was like, if they want to meet me, they should come to me. And actually my relationships with my family members, with friends, with like just male popularity out there increased so much. So this is what I can recommend to you. If you want to have like a few journal prompts, affirmations, and more tips, then I highly recommend you checking out my ebook, Finally Loved. It is my heart and soul to get this message out there, because I felt so unloved to a point that I was like, what am I doing here? Like, what is the point? And I really want to get this message out there. I want to help you. So check it out. The link is in the bio, and I'm excited for you to share your results, share what's coming up, and if you have to cry and whatever, just remember, most of the emotions are not emotions you're feeling right now. They're remembered and stored emotions and trauma in your body, and you gotta release them, and you gotta release the blocks so you can finally feel loved. And I tell you, on the other side, it feels so good, and you will start receiving love from everywhere. So for me, I can say I was just shopping like a few days ago, and my card didn't work, and somebody paid my groceries, a person that I don't know, and then I get invited, let's go to dinner, let's do this, oh, here's a gift for you, oh, I have some clothes for you, oh, you want to have this bag. And it's so overwhelming. Like, I don't know, I can finally hug people and like feel that I'm loved, or I see in their actions, even if somebody doesn't say I love you, that they love me by what they're doing. I see how people like look at me like with so much love in their eyes, how people are excited to see me. I couldn't recognize all of these things even though they were happening, and I couldn't receive compliments the way I do now because I didn't feel worthy and my self-image didn't match the positive review the other person gave me. And the other thing is that hate and like negative comments won't affect you that much anymore because you know I am loved, I am worthy, and you're secure in who you am, and this is you based, and you will protect your energy way more. Before, I used to work so much in order to be loved. I did so many things for others. I didn't protect my time and energy, but now when I know that I'm loved, I protect my energy like it is the highest, most expensive thing ever, because it's my lifetime, and I don't have like, it's limited, and I don't want to like just give it away to people to try to impress them, because I don't have to impress. I am impressive by the person that I am. My energy is impressive. The way I walk, the way I talk, the way I am, that's impressive about me. And you should remember, being you is your power. Nobody is you. Nobody has the abilities, the personality, the look, the kindness, the heart, the story that you have. You are you. There's nobody who has what you have in the combination of the package that you have it. So even though 100 people already wrote a book about subject XY, nobody is you, and nobody will say it, do it in the way that you do it. And it's the same with like a YouTube account. There's so many YouTubers out there, and I could say like, yeah, what's the point of starting a YouTube channel? But nobody is me. Nobody has the energy. Nobody has the story and the experience the way I have it, in the combination I have it, with the looks and the beauty and the energy that I have it. So me being here is extremely valuable, and I know that, and therefore I can continue doing it. So I hope you guys learned something in this video and took some notes or will reflect upon it. And as I said, check out my ebook Finally Loved. There are also great journal prompts in it, so you can really dive deep in and look at your heart. And it's actually really important to raise your self-worth, and then your self-love naturally like starts to raise too. So yes, I am happy that you have been here. I am happy that you listened to this great message, and I am excited to see your comments. Tell me what your problem is with attracting love instead of chasing it, with receiving love instead of working for it. And yes, write me a comment, click the like button and subscribe. I'm happy to see you again. Bye bye, you Naomi.